Hello learners, how are you? I hope all is well with you. This is the second tutorial in the series of Ruby programming basics. In the previous tutorial I discussed on how to get started with Ruby and how to write the hello world program. In this tutorial I am going to show you how to use comments in Ruby. Comments are everywhere in our life. When we do something good, bad or remarkable, we get a lot of comments from our friends, family and relatives. We see floods of comments in our social medias. Comments are unavoidable part of our life. We cannot live without air, but without comments, still we don't. In programming, we can write code without comments, but we don't. It's an integral part of real life programming. With the help of comments, we can put explanation in our code, keep some reminder, keep some to do list, and so on. When we get great success or heartbreaking failure in our life, and our near ones make some comment that does not put some effect on our success or failure, or that does not define our success or failure. In programming, comments are the part of the code that do not get executed. So the thing that does not affect the output of our program, but can stay in peace in our source code. So that's the explanation of comments. Let's get started with writing some code. Ruby has two ways of commenting: single line comment and multi-line comment. So before writing some comments in our code, we need to have some code so that we see some output on our screen or on our command line. So let's write the infamous hello world program in comments.rb file. You are free to choose your working directory or editor. You can use id, but I told you before that in the beginning stage ids are not recommended. So let's run comments.rb. I'm going to run that with my command prompt on Windows. So ruby comments.rb. Okay, all is well. Our program is showing hello world that we instructed it to do, and now let's write some comments. So, how to write comments in Ruby? How to write a single line comment in Ruby? We need a hash symbol to write single line comments. You can put comments at the beginning of any new line, or um, in the middle of some statements in a Ruby code. So let's get started with single line comment that we put at the beginning of new lines. So this, let's say this is my comment, and rerun our program to see if anything special happens. No, nothing special happens, and it does not say that there is some syntax error or other type of error. It's okay with that comment. So what if we want to say that this is my symbol hello world program in one line. Let's say this is my online. Okay, so let's run this to see if anything happens. That means if any exception happens or error shows up. No, all is well with it. So we can put comments at the end of our statements. That doesn't mean you can put that everywhere. Just remember to put it at the end of your statement when something ends in your code. I mean the statement ends. And now let's write some comments in multi-line. So how to write multi-line comments? You can write multi-line comments by creating single line comments multiple time, but that is not a good thing. Let's say this is my third line of comment, but this is very boring to write that hash symbol again and again and again. So there is a second way of writing comments in Ruby, that is multi-line comment with syntax equal begin and sorry and equal int, and in between them you can write anything. You can say whatever you want. Let's say whatever you want in multiple line. Let's rerun our program to see if there is any exception. So Ruby comments okay, everything is alright, our program is running as before, there is no exception, no error. But remember one thing, not to put equal int in between the first begin and the last int. That will explode your program. So let's try to this. Okay, so it says that syntax error, unexpected keyword in expected end of input. So that is an error, so you have to be careful not to put in equal int at the very first of a new line inside your multi-line comments. You can put that at a distance from the beginning of the line. Let's say we want to use use a space, and let's see what happens if I rerun our program once again. So that's good, that's all good, but just try not to use equal int at the very beginning of your multi-line comments between that equal begin and equal end. So that's it, that's all for now. I hope you will try to execute the example by yourself and to see and experiment with the other combination of comment, like putting the equal begin in middle of your comment to see what happens. I'm going to come with another tutorial next. I and if you sometimes feel that you are facing some issues by in writing code in Ruby, Python, Java, C++, and a few other languages that I'm expert in, please don't hesitate to email me. And I want to remind you once again that I provide professional training on programming languages and various frameworks. If you sometimes feel that you need those professional training remotely or in my office, just send me an email. Thank you everyone.